What is the reaction right now on the ground to this news of these snap elections on September 20th, Jonathan?
Well, it seems that, good evening, first of all. The Prime Minister seems to be banking on two things. First is his personal popularity, which has remained more or less intact through six very difficult months for his administration. And he also seems to be counting on the fact that he can cash in on the recent agreement with creditors on a third rescue package for Greece, which ensured that it could pay its bills today, for example, to the European Central Bank. And he does have a rebellion in his own party that he found it increasingly difficult to deal with and remain a credible leader of the country.
Do you think we're going to see him come back with the support of opposition parties? Will he start a new party? Does he intend to try and hold on to the prime minister spot?
Well, there may be a caretaker prime minister in the period between his announcement this evening and the elections, which are supposed to be on September the 20th. But he will certainly run to become prime minister again, and he will do so. The left fringe part of his party the leader of that fringe has pledged to create his own group. So the idea would be that Mr. Tsipras would have a Syriza party that is less unwieldy and over which he would have more control. After that, whether he were able to govern on his own is an open question. If not, the idea would be that he would enter negotiations with other pro-European parties after the election, or with his current partner, the independent Greeks, in order to form a governing majority.
Jonathan, is any of this going to jeopardize at all the Greek economy?
Well, I think in that respect, the situation this month is not comparable to 2012, when Greece held two elections, the economy was in free fall, and there was a lot of talk about Greece leaving the Eurozone. The difference now is that Greece has just gotten an agreement on a new rescue package. It's just gotten the first aid disbursement under that, and it has just gotten expressions of support and confidence from its European partners. And the election is being called for a period that will precede the next review of Greece's progress. So in a way, there's not the kind of time that would be lost that we saw in 2012, when Greece was basically in limbo, political and economic, for the better part of the year. In this case, Tsipras, if he emerges victorious on September the 20th, will be able to form a government before the next set of measures that Greece is required to take in order to remain eligible for aid disbursements under the new rescue programs. And in that respect, he may get expressions of support from European quarters. And in fact, the European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker's chief of staff put out a tweet this evening saying that he thought the Tsipras gambit might in fact increase the pro-European and pro-bailout forces within the Greek parliament.